Hello Collective, if rose quartz resonates with you at the moment, there could be a message here for you. I will be gaining messages from the spirit realm, from my crystal, instead of using the cards. If I feel the need to, I've got some cards here to use, but for now I'm just going to use the crystal. So let's go. This is a message for someone who is quite unique, outspoken, quite an interesting individual actually. Looking at the crystal, it's not fully smooth. It's quite a unique shape really. So I'm guessing that you guys will stand out with how you dress, how you are, how you speak. I'm guessing for a lot of you, you will really speak your truth, especially in work and in family, friends. You aren't afraid to speak your truth, but not in a forceful way or a really dominant way. You will just say how it is, and that's good. So people will admire how, well, a lot of people will admire how you will speak your mind, how you dress, because I'm guessing it's quite different. It could even be how you have your hair, anything along those lines. There could be other people as well who don't like that, but they will just be lower vibrational people. But to the better people, they could be finding that if you have recently met a certain soul contract, they will be quite unique and different also, who will speak their mind. I'm seeing two rose quartzes together. So spirits are just saying you will have been through a lot, both of you, on your journey. They could be similar journeys, they could be completely different, but you will have had a lot of trauma you have been through in the past. And spirits are just saying, as long as you do what is true to you, you are able to put yourself first and you carry on speaking your truth. Don't let what has happened in the past affect the present moment, which will then affect your future. If you have been hurt by past relationships, Spirit are saying that not everyone is the same. Not that you would think that, but Spirit just wanted to say that. Or maybe you may slip back from time to time and not feel quite as confident. Maybe that's why Spirit are saying that. But I think deep down, the new connection, what is coming into your life, will be a positive step. And Spirit are just saying, because they are very different from who you have been involved with in the past. And Spirit are saying it's just a fresh new cycle where you will both have certain things in common and you will just click together. And spirits are saying, even if there are tough times what come up in life, then you are able to work through it. Not everything, even if you are both really beautiful people, not everything will be plain sailing. It will be a lot more easy than living with a karmic, than connecting to a karmic, obviously. But even soul family members, soulmates, have difficult times to get through and experience. So Spirit are saying, when things do crop up in life that is difficult, you will help each other through that. and it will be very different. Maybe deep down you will be expecting an argument, a confrontation, because you both are outspoken but not outspoken in that way. Sorry guys, the ring light's just right in my face, so I can't quite look at the screen all the time because it's so bright. But yes, they're just saying you might be quite shocked that you don't receive the same behaviour that you would from a karmic. It won't just end up in a full-blown argument. You will be able to talk through your problems or anything you are experiencing. So yeah, maybe that's the first time you come up against a certain issue, a tough timeline. That's when you will fully realise that the soul contract is different to the past ones that have gone. Spirit are just saying release the past and just live in the present moment, and just take it from there. And they are just saying if there are any people from the past that are still in your life, if you've worked together, it could be work contracts, you could have lived together, it could be a divorce. If that is going through at the moment, spirits are just saying to me, they keep saying, speak your truth and don't let anyone walk all over you. So I'm just going to get some cards and see what wishes to come out. We've got maturity on the top actually. So maybe you guys are feeling a lot more spiritually mature. It could be in the 3D also. You could be more of a mature age, or if you are younger, you could be older than your years. You've had to grow up really quick and you've learnt to have a lot more self-love for yourself. Maybe you've not had a lot of help from family members in the past and you have learnt to rely on yourself, so you've grown up from a young age. And that's really good, because some people would use that as an excuse to go downhill, have bad behaviour, act in a lower vibrational way. So if you've been through a lot and you don't do that, that is really positive, and it shows you are strong. It doesn't mean to say you won't have difficult times, but it's how we deal with the difficult times that matter. So you're really a strong soul, and you'll have an amazing spirit team around you. If you are new to your journey, you could be hoping to connect to your trusted spirit team. They are wanting to connect more with you. And spirits are just saying through automatic writing, you could connect to spirit that way. Different colour candles could help. So if you were feeling drawn to using a certain colour candle, spirit are saying don't think about it too much, just use the candle. And then maybe ask spirit during your meditation why you felt drawn to that, and then look up the spiritual meaning of the colour purple, yellow, pink, anything along those lines, and see. But spirit are just saying come from your heart space and you won't steer yourself wrong on your spiritual journey, or your journey in the 3D also. Maybe you like to read a lot of books, or your new connection will do. Spirit are just saying it's like a library. So maybe someone has that many books. It may feel like when you walk in your house or a soul connection's house, it's like a library. They are saying you could ask them, can you rent a book from them? Obviously it's a joke, but yeah, some spirits trying to have a sense of humour, and they are saying that if you aren't that keen on reading, you may have an interest in the spiritual side though, and that may make you grow on your journey, or the roles could be reversed, but one of you may be a little bit more spiritual than the other. Not that the other one thinks your spiritual side is bad in any way. They will find it interesting. That's a message for someone. And you may even be thinking of going back to night school, to college, university, to expand your career in some way. That's another message for someone. But you are able to connect to spirit on a deep level, or you will be able to in the near future. Because spirit is saying, if you have recently bought a book on how to connect to spirit and it's not really resonated with you, they're saying just because the person who you've been reading, the author's writing, doesn't mean to say they resonate with you. Maybe another book will resonate better, or what could even be a better idea is just see from your own heart space what works true to you. Just because something works for someone else doesn't mean to say it will for you. We are all different. Just do what feels authentic on your own soul journey. What else have we got, Spirit Team? You could have even been buying books on the universe. You could have been having lots of dreams about past lives, anything along those lines, and it's just spirit trying to get your attention. And we've got actually yin and yang and the silver waterfall. So I'm getting as soul family members, a soul spiritual couple together, you will be very different to the rest of the world. And you will just, when some people just walk in a room and they don't have to say anything, but they just have that energy about them, they just look quite different, the way that they act, the way that they dress, the way that they are. People will probably be looking at you guys in that sense. You'll both be very different. As much as you have things in common, you will have your own interests also. And Spirit is saying you will just fit nicely together. But a lot of people will probably think you are different. Some people may not be nice, but that doesn't matter. Just do what is good for you two guys. And the silver waterfall. So spirit and the higher realms are placing blessings on this certain soul connection. They give you their blessing, and it will be a lovely connection indeed. We've got butterflies, which is all about transformation. So you'll both be helping each other on your journey in many different aspects throughout. I'm guessing it'll be quite a long timeline, maybe even for the rest of your lives together for a lot of you. Spirit is saying it is able, the contract is able to stay in your life as long as you want it to. We just have to work at these things sometimes, but not in a karmic sense. It has to be worked at all the time. We will just experience tougher timelines. And for some of you, you may be gifted a crystal of some kind. And it's strange, I was holding a crystal to start actually. I just felt very drawn to the crystal in the card. So maybe one of you will buy a crystal as a gift. Maybe for a first date. You could have seen each other a few times. And there's a lot of green in the card, so some of you may love plants, flowers, that could be a gift even. Anything along those lines. Beautiful lotus flower in the card. Spirit is saying you will be blooming together. And we have a lone swan. So Spirit are saying it will be like you've waited for your special person to come along, and once you connect you won't want to be with anyone else, so that's really nice. You may have a lot of water in your birth chart also. Spirit are just saying that you will truly have the blessing with the rainbow. I think I mentioned that before. And if you are ever feeling worried, to place a rose quartz crystal underneath your pillow when you sleep at night, just to help give you a lot more confidence on your journey. And we've actually got the gardener actually, so plants highly do resonate. Maybe one of you really loves gardening, and Spirit are saying you will help ground each other on your journey. That's a really nice message, and you will be blooming together. So I will leave it there for now, guys. But yeah, the lotus flower definitely does resonate. So you may, I'm seeing a keyring. You may have been recently gifted a keyring with a lotus flower symbol on it, something along those lines. But the colour pink, rose quartz, does highly resonate. Just keep going on your soul journey. Do what feels true to you. Come from your heart space, and you won't steer yourself wrong, guys. On the bottom of the deck, we've got self-respect also. So maybe you guys are just having a lot more self-respect and self-love than what you will have once done in the past. And as I've moved the card, actually, that's crazy, we've got the divine masculine. And what else did we get? More rainbows, so it's truly a blessing. We've got intimacy. So Spirit are saying if you felt like you've not been able to be intimate with past relationships, maybe you felt like you didn't feel in a safe space to open up, then it will be completely different in this connection. You will both just feel really safe with each other. And Spirit are saying even in a more sexual way. I can't talk about it too much on YouTube, but that will be a different experience also. And you have both manifested this love. What will come in, it's either recently come in or it will do in the future, but you have both been manifesting the same. You will have wanted each other. Even in the higher realms, Spirit are showing me we are always connected to soul family in the 5D, and you have been connecting with each other in the 5D, and you'll have been aware that it's been written out in your soul contracts for it to happen here on earth. So you guys have definitely been manifesting. You could have even had dreams about this person before you've met them. You could have even written about them through automatic writing, seen them in your meditation. There will be something very different though about this person who you connect with. Birds could be highly significant. There's birds in quite a few of the cards actually. To me, the messengers from the spirit realm. And you could even be a star seed, or you could both be star seeds, but maybe just not be aware of it yet. Gosh, I was going to finish the reading a few minutes ago and I'm still talking. Wow. The Spirit are just asking you to have forgiveness for what's happened in the past, whether you've needed to forgive yourself for not putting yourself first, for having enough self-love, for putting up with certain soul contracts, what needed to go and you wish they hadn't stayed for as long as they did. But Spirit saying you will learn and grow from that situation, and you are able to forgive yourself and move forward and have a happy life because you deserve it. Talking about star seeds and higher connections. You may be linked to the angelic realms. I'm getting a lot of angelic energy around you. But yes, this connection will bring you a lot of inner peace. It'll bring you both peace together. Definitely. I'm just seeing the beach actually, and I was just going to keep quiet because I was going to finish the reading. And there's actually a shell in that card. So yes, we've got the shell, we've got a pyramid, we've got different planets, a flower. Interesting. I was going to say, oh, the sun as well. I've kept getting a message for someone recently as well, and Spirit have just brought it back in my mind. When you meet this person, they could be at the beach, they could have taken a picture at the beach, and that's how you see them from the profile picture first, or you might actually be there. But that's a message for someone. We've got the sun, and I just felt really zoned in on the shell. So I take it that is at the beach. Thank you, Spirit. That is a message for someone, how you guys could meet, or you will see them, like a picture of them in the sunshine. Could be flowers behind them as well. But yes, it's your life purpose to meet. We have 2 doves in the card and the globe. So maybe you guys will even set up a business together. You could work together to help humanity for many different kinds of job roles, but it's definitely a lovely connection, and you will both gain spiritual maturity. I'm getting the pyramid of universal light, which I've talked about in my other readings, and that's all about ascending up the pyramid of light with each life that we live. So you guys are truly powerful, and you will be expanding on your soul journey. So the higher realms are always with you, and your trusted spirit team. Take care now. I'm going to have to go because it's like 22:12. So bye guys. That number may resonate with someone. That's another message. Bye.